Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to the channel. Cost of living in Santa Clara County. How much does it take to afford to live here in the Bay Area? I'm going to break it all down for you in this video. Hey everyone, Spencer Sue here, your tech realtor of the Bay Area. If this is your first time visiting our channel, living in the Bay Area, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. Every Tuesday and Saturday I drop a new video. I tell you everything there is to know about moving to or living in the Bay Area. And I'm a licensed realtor in the state of California, which means as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would love more to help you with your real estate needs. So that number below, I'll be the one who will answer the phone calls, text messages, and emails. So anything that I can do to get you guys to live the California dream, I would love to do so. Let's get into it. Santa Clara County is home to nearly 2 million people and is one of the wealthiest regions in the entire world. It's full of fascinating museums, amusement parks, massive sports arenas, art galleries, highly rated schools, diverse restaurants and bars, huge tech companies, and so much more. This is what attracts people from all over the world to the area. So let's talk about the cost. What are the key drivers of cost here? I'm sure you will start off with housing. The question is, can I even afford to rent or buy a place out here? Right now, towards the end of 2022, our medium single-family detached home is roughly about $1.5 million. If you want a starter condo, the medium's about $700,000. Why are houses priced as they are? Several reasons, but the two main ones are people here make a lot of money than the rest of the country. Check this out. A starting engineer at Google makes over $200,000. People don't realize or boast how much a lot of people here make. In addition, housing is extremely difficult to build here as there is no empty land to build. Places like Florida and Texas have ample land. If you do decide to purchase your home, there is a bit of a silver lining as well. Homes in this area tend to appreciate much higher rates than the national average, which gives many buyers peace of mind in their investments. Homes here have appreciated at double the national average rate over the last 10 years, which is an average of 8% per year for decades. I always say, as long as you're buying something within your means, it makes much more sense to buy here than rent. The California economy is incredibly strong, and you'll be set if you get in now and spend a few years in a home. Now, if you do buy, there will be property taxes based off of the value of the home. There are good and bad things to share here. Property taxes are typically 1.25% of the purchase value. While this seems high when you first purchase it, California has a state proposition that caps how much the growth can increase, which is 2%. Why has this been so incredible for homeowners? If the average home has increased 8% on average, but you're capped at a maximum of 2% a year, let's run a scenario over 5 years. Let's say you have a $1 million home with that growth rate. As the home grows from $1 million to $1.4 million during this time, your property tax assessment would actually only be valuing the home at around $1.1 million. This is a huge difference that other states don't have. Many states reassess their taxes aggressively each year, so while you're richer on paper, you're actually being penalized by owning the home much more with their constant reassessment. Texas. When it comes to rent, this can vary. There are nice apartments being rented in prime areas like Mountain View with 2 bedrooms between $4,000 to $6,000 a month. You can also easily get a 1 bedroom in a shared home for less than $1,000. You can pick how luxurious you'd like to live. Once again, the reason they can get away with charging these kind of rental amounts is because they have plenty of demand for these units. They are all rented out. Now let's jump into a rundown of utilities in Santa Clara County. Things like electricity, natural gas, water, garbage collection, cable, and internet. And remember, California is a prime location for solar panel owners. The average resident in Santa Clara County pays between $375 to $450 every month on all of their utilities. There are a number of variables at play here, and this rate can fluctuate up and down depending on your specific situation. A studio apartment, for example, will probably run you less than $200 a month for all of your utilities. One very important thing to note here is the opportunity to use solar energy to power your home. It's sunny here most of the year, and solar can completely eliminate your electricity bill. I have solar myself. The typical payout for most panels is roughly about 7 years, and potentially faster if you have like electric vehicles that you would charge and use. Many yards here have also been landscaped to be drought resistant, so water bills have been significantly reduced. The two primary internet and cable providers here are dominated by Comcast and AT&T Uverse. They'll each run you between $30 and $100, which is pretty standard for large metro areas across the US. And if you need to spend a little bit more for internet because you work from home or you need to stream more, the savings you'll have on gas will more than negate that. Speaking of gas, let's jump into transportation. Now, most people here get around via cars in the Bay Area, or if you work at a big tech company, they have plenty of shuttles that will bring you near your home to work. It's very common and usually makes a lot of sense pretty quickly to own an electric vehicle, as you can imagine. California offers a lot of incentives with an electric vehicle purchase. There are tax incentives, and if you charge the vehicle at home during off-peak hours, there can be electricity savings too. Electric vehicles also get access to express lanes and carpool lanes, so you don't have to actually pay the surcharges nor need to have more than one person to take advantage of the carpool lanes. Now, if you own an internal combustion engine car, then gas will play a major factor here. Gas here is some of the highest in the country, which is typically $1 to $1.50 more per gallon than the national average. Other factors to consider when commuting here are express lanes, bridge tolls. There are several bridges and the tolls are typically only when you go westward. This is roughly about $7 to $8 each time. We do also have some public transportation options. If you take the VTA rail, an annual pass is $990. If you take the BART train, which can go from North San Jose to the San Francisco airport, the max will be about $14.60 one way. Lastly, we have the CAL train that goes from Santa Clara County through San Mateo County and into San Francisco. The max a monthly pass would be about $346 if you had to commute the max distances. The benefit of the Bay Area is that because a lot of people here have more flexibility of work than most jobs in the country, the commute is significantly less in the office and in the Bay Area. So how much really is it needed to live out here? It just depends where you are with your career. The game and strategies are to get into at home as soon as possible, and you can ultimately rent out other rooms to have tenants pay for your mortgage. If you're starting off, I would suggest you get a room in a home, as even expensive areas like San Francisco are around $1,800. This can help you save as much as possible. If you're owning a place, then things are certainly different. To give you an idea, the median household income in Santa Clara County is $140,000. This is okay being a renter here, as homes rent for around $3,500. If you want to be a homeowner, you want to start off with a condo or move further out like the neighboring counties. There are plenty of free outdoor activities though. While we talked a lot about the cost, there are tons of cool things that don't cost a lot all over, such as playing basketball. I play a lot of tennis, pickleball, hiking, biking. Those are all excellent choices. Now, there are also many items to do with money involved. Speaking of Santa Clara County's paid entertainment options and costs, if you're looking to go see the next big blockbuster movie on a Friday or Saturday, you can expect to pay between $15 to $20 per ticket. Flipping over to sports, a ticket to a 49ers game will set you back at the very least $80 per ticket. And the most, you'll pay upwards of $500 plus per ticket. One of the best deals though, as far as sports going to Santa Clara County, are soccer season tickets to the San Jose Earthquakes. You can score a season ticket for as low as $22 a pop, or prime seats for about $170. Sure, I get it. The costs here are higher, but there are really a lot of great things that you'll be okay with spending a bit extra more on. Or you can look for free entertainment options and throw those costs aside. Now, let's talk about the good stuff. Food costs. You may not eat out for all of your meals, which means you'll have to go down to the grocery store to stock the fridge and the pantry with food. Santa Clara County has top-line grocery stores similar to any U.S. metro. So if you're planning on moving here and thinking we'd be different in that regard, you've seen everything on TV about how Californians are big-time vegans, and you're wondering if you're able to eat a delicious Italian meal or something else. Don't worry, not every store serves acai or avocado toasts. Prices are similar to what you'll find at any grocery store in the Bay Area. Important to note though that grocery prices are higher in California than elsewhere, maybe about 21% higher than the national average. Here's a few examples so you can compare it to wherever you were previously. Gallons of milk, $4.65. Loaf of bread, $3. A dozen eggs, $3.67. 1 pound chicken breast, $6.65. Now, eating out is actually cheaper in the Bay Area than most places because we have a lot of restaurants. A meal for yourself at a quick, inexpensive takeout restaurant will generally cost you around $15 to $20, depending on where you'll go. If you're looking for a nicer option at a sit-down restaurant with special someone, you can generally expect to pay anywhere from $65 to well over $100 for a couple of entrees, especially when you have drinks included. Now, the cost of living in Santa Clara County are higher than elsewhere in the country, but there is no hiding it, and I'm not trying to deny that. But along those costs, you'll find yourself living in one of the most desirable places to live in the entire country, with income opportunities that other areas migrate here for a reason. As a Santa Clara County expert and a licensed real estate agent in the state of California, I love helping people through the decision to move to the Bay. Santa Clara County is where I live, and it's a place to certainly consider. Call or text me at 408-547-4590, and we'll set up a consultation. I'm the guy who answers the phone and the text messages. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video. Keep me updated on your real estate journey. Can't wait to see you in person.